Hi, it's Mark again. Time for, I guess, an update, a confession, whatever. I'm not going to be able to get the weights more frequently than probably every 2 weeks because I need to use the scale at the doctor's office. I'm not even sure they're going to let me in without an appointment, so I'm just going to have to beg because I'm a big guy. The scale doesn't go that high, except at the hospital, at the doctor's office. So, updates. Unfortunately, my one daughter was in the hospital. She's fine. She's fine. But she was there overnight, a couple nights total. First night waiting for an operation, second night recovering from the operation. She's home. She's fine. Um, this does mean on my way home that I had to grab some food because I hadn't eaten in a couple days. So that was drive-through food, and then this morning I had to do some stuff, and I grabbed some drive-through too. But I did not grab a lot. Grabbed a lot on the way back from hospital because at that point I hadn't eaten in almost 2 days. So I don't know how that is going to have an effect. I'm trying to keep myself fairly uh, conscious of my eating. So I knew it was a bad choice. It was just, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I need to do something to get food, and I got food. Mostly I try to eat at home. I try to be aware of what I have. I am trying to concentrate mostly on low carb, but not actually going full keto. Every piece of doctor's advice I have gotten, except for one doctor, has been um, low carb, higher protein is the way to go. The science is pretty simple. Carbs can convert to fat, protein doesn't. If your body needs extra energy and you don't have carbs, it takes it from the fat. So that's the basic thing I'm doing. Um, I don't have a plan like I'm officially following the Fredericks plan. I just have consciousness of what needs to be done. I have consciousness of what I have done before that has worked or not worked. Um, my two greatest foes in this battle are actually going to be psychology and gravity. And for psychology, the biggest problem is that I am not an addictive personality. I know that sounds like that should be a good thing, but in this case, it's a bad thing. A lot of times, the way to succeed is to become addicted to the process. That's why, for example, you find a lot of former addicts become social workers because they're addicted to the process. That's their new high, is doing the 12 steps and teaching people the 12 steps and all that stuff. Well, I'm not an addictive person. I need to be motivated anew each time. So that's part of it. So it's mostly I have to every day make the decision, okay, um, eat well. I'm trying to not eat as much. This is the biggest thing. Of course, I'm not eating as much anyway. I'm trying to, and I am currently succeeding, other than the trip to the hospital, in not eating as much. I do have the protein powder to mix with almond milk because real milk has got a lot of calories and sugars. That is sort of the first go-to if I'm hungry, but it's not really mealtime. I'm trying to mostly have one real meal with proper nutrition. Um, Not anything else if I'm not hungry, if I can avoid it. And the first go to is one of those shakes with the protein powder. They're high protein, they're not very high calorie when mixed with almond milk. And I just need to keep every day. Like I said, I don't have that addictive personality to do it. I do drink coffee. I have it with sweetener and artificial creamer. I'm not an addict to coffee because I'm not an addict. I just like coffee every now and then. Um, Gravity is the other foe because that's the other half of the equation in weight loss is activity. And so my starting point, it was 543.6 pounds for this journey. Like I said, I've been heavier. Uh, I have no cartilage in one knee and very little cartilage in the other. So the combination of bad knees and heavy weight is going to limit my ability to move around. but I have to try. I have to do what I can. I got a big punch in the reality from going to the hospital because where I parked was very far from where I had to be. A lot of walking, and then I was just so out of it that I requested, and they were very good to me at that hospital. Shout out to Sutter Health Sacramento. They were very good to me. They did find a wheelchair and they wheeled me around, which is something that in a way I'm ashamed I had to do, but in a way I knew I had to do it. This was my daughter in hospital. I had to be with her. I had to do what was necessary to be with her, and I couldn't walk to keep up with her as they're taking her to different places. So you have coping mechanisms for being fat, which kind of work a bit against coping mechanisms to lose the fat. They're necessary. They're necessary, like I said, for psychology. I need to be engaged with the world. I need to be happy. I need to not let the depression make me stop this journey. I'm glad you guys are coming along with me. There will be an update. I think the 28th, I will be going to the doctor's office to get the weight. So I will have an actual weight update at that point. We have a trip coming up because it's a prearranged trip. We had a free trip, free hotel stay. So I've got to watch that. And there's good news and bad news. The good news and the bad news combined is that they won't have a buffet. It's good news because I won't go, wow, I can have 8 million calories. It's bad news because I only have the choice of the diner food in the restaurant. So I'm going to have to make sure I make good choices because it's like fried, and do you want fries with that? So I have to, choose the better options to do that. And that's also a learning thing, and that's also a keeping motivated thing. It's also a yes, gosh darn it, I'd love to have the super jumbo bacon burger with fries with gravy on the side and a chocolate milkshake. Actually, that's probably too much for me even at my worst. But you have to make these decisions. And for me, like I said, I have to renew my commitment every day. So that's the update for now. And I'm sorry it's long. I'm sorry it's rambling. I'm not making a script right now. I should be scripting probably a little more as this process goes along, as I learn better how to YouTube. But thank you for watching.